Tristan Clark and Bryce Everson from Comanche match. Leisure and Swofford, this should be a good one.
Yeah, the kid from Clear Lake's had a nice run, hasn't he?
Yeah, Clear Lake, always solid. Coach Weber has always seems to have a bunch of kids up here. No surprise that Leisure and Smalin and the Brennan Doble kid that we just saw. A lot of tough kids for Clear Lake.
It can get awesome things. Mom says it's just like the Four Seasons. Always there. Helping communities grow and be a better place to live and work. All because my bank lives here too.
Live Iowa, work Iowa, Bank Iowa. Member FDIC.
Right now, get any large original or flatbread sausage pizza for only $10. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Wells Fargo Arena, 2A semifinals. We're looking at them all. And we'll try to keep you updated on who's on which mat as we talk about some of those wrestlers.
And one of those new ones, Dave, Bradley
Irwin.
Irwin.
It's Irwin, yeah.
Of Centerville taking on Chase Lienhard of Crestwood. Another Crestwood wrestler. There's their first three competitors.
They're on mat 4, taking on.
Irwin's a senior from Centerville.
And Chase Lienhard, right?
Chase Lienhard from Crestwood. This is 132 action, that is, on mat 4.
That's switch action right there, right off the whistle. Fresh start going down to the bottom. By Lienhard of Crestwood, but he's trying to, he has to get the break that grip, get his leg back before this time runs out in the first period, trying to get an escape. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Irwin, Centerville hanging on tight here, not going to let him go. So that one's going to end 2-2 at the end of the first period. That's what a lot of wrestling is you just knowing the clock, knowing how much time's left. You don't want the clock to be able to dictate you, but you want to dictate the clock. And in a situation like that, when there's only 8 seconds left, it's so important that you do not allow a guy to get away.
How much of that is natural, Mark?
It's just a mad awareness, type of thing. And the more you're into the sport of wrestling, and the more aware that you become. Number one, of kind of how much time is ticked off the clock just naturally without even looking at it. You just have a really good sense of how much time's ticked off that clock. But when you're getting close and you got to look over real quick, just to make sure that you don't do anything foolish, like let them go. But at the same time, you don't want to give up a reversal, with 2 seconds left either. So if it's a situation where you're just not going to be able to hang on those last few seconds, you got to be smart and just let it go and give up the 1 escape rather than, say, a 2 reversal in a situation like that.
Swofford and Leisure on mat 3. Mediapolis and Clear Lake. 4-0 lead. Looks like for Swofford.
Over there at mat number 5. Curry of Sergeant Bluff taking on Schmalin of Clear Lake. 3-2 right now in favor of Schmalin. Second period. Shot by Curry, actually, right there, Sergeant Bluff. 15 seconds. This is what I'm talking about right here, guys. He's got 15 seconds. He's down by a point. Even though it's the second period, this would be big 2 points at the end of a period. He could finish it. It's not a situation where he wants to sit and hold position. He has to try and finish it, but again, the clock's going to run out, and he's not going to be able to do so.
And you can see Coach Weber very happy about the fact that he did not give that up at the end of that period. Fought that off. Curry tried like crazy to get that before the end of that period, scoring. See Leisure wrenching on Swofford over there. Leisure, a runner-up last year. He wrestled against Brock Rathbun in the 113 final. So a finalist himself. He moves up to 26.
On top 4 zip here.
And he's on top. Swofford.
Back over to mat 5. There's an escape point for Curry right there. So it's all tied up in the third period, 3-3 here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next minute and a half or so.
Meanwhile, Clark of Prairie City Monroe with a 5-4 lead right now on mat 6. It looks like it just got tied up with Everson of Comanche. 5-5 Bryce Everson. Tristan Clark.
Over on mat number 4, it was Irwin of Centerville with the takedown towards the end of that second period to take a 5-2 lead over Lienhard of Crestwood. That was a big takedown for Irwin right there of Centerville, getting that takedown when there was only 8 seconds left in the period. Those are big takedowns. The guy doesn't have time, really a whole lot of time to get away from underneath.
And you'd like to hope, well, of course, with the freshmen, it's hard to tell, but with most of your wrestlers here in the semifinals, you'd like to think that they have that mat awareness down, and it's not a constant reminder, but coaches are crazy for that stuff. They're all over their wrestlers about that. End of the period, edge of the mat awareness. It's just, there's so many scoring opportunities, you have to take advantage of each one you get at the right time. Now, Clark's got Everson of Comanche in trouble here on mat 6.
He does.
That pretty much puts the match away for him.
And here comes Everson trying to make a
control and trying anything he can, but again, right there, like you mentioned, a couple points right there in the last 10-15 seconds in a tight match.
Big win.
Put it away, hold him down. Clark comes out victorious, so Clark moves on. PCM has a finalist.
Back over here to mat number 5. It looks like we're going to go overtime.
Yeah.
Between Curry and...
Looks like Curry and Schmalin 3-3.
Schmalin 3-3 going overtime. Curry, Sergeant Bluff, Schmalin of Clear Lake. Looks like Schmalin's got a little blood. They're going to stop for.
So we stop the action on 5.
Go over here to mat 3. There's Leisure in another single leg. A sweep single, head to the inside single on Swafford of Mediapolis. Another takedown. He leads 6-0 with only 25 to go in the third period of this match. So
it's a heavy hit for Mediapolis.
Yeah, just gonna say who's leading the team race right now. That's two big losses. As we were talking earlier in the 3A round, this round right here is where you really can make gains or lose ground big time in the team race.
So many points on the line for those wins. We mentioned it. I might have even been off a little bit. You get 11 points for a win here in the semifinals, like Leisure just did. Not a major decision. You get 12 for a major, 12.5 for a tech fall, and 13 for a pin in the semifinals. So that's a lot of points on the line for these guys. And
Leisure was 6 seconds
very
left
solid.
on 4. Yeah.
Irwin 5-3, and he's going to win it. Gets by well, Crestwood's 1 for 3 so far. Doble held off Stefan at 113.